CAG grants Dangote Cement 22.32 billion naira tax credit. Dangote Cement PLC has secured tax credit from the Federal Inland Revenue Service (FIRS) valued at 22.321 billion naira. The Revenue Agency issued the tax credit certificate for the construction of Apapa Oworoshoki Ojota Road in Lagos and the Lokoja Obanaja Kaba Road connecting Kogi and Kwara State. The tax credit certificates for the Apapa Oworoshoki Ojota Expressway is valued at 21.6 billion naira, while the tax credit certificate for the Lokoja Obanaja Kaba Expressway is valued at 721 million naira. FIRS, in a statement released on Wednesday, stated that while Julius Berger is handling the construction of these two federal roads, Dangote Cement PLC is providing the fund. As a way of encouraging and compensating Dangote Cement, the federal government issued the company tax certificates to relieve Dangote Cement on huge tax it would have paid. Executive Chairman of the FIRS, Mohammed Nami, represented by Coordinating Director, Tax Operation Group, Mr. Femi Oluwaniyi, gave this clarification in Abuja when he presented the two tax credit certificates to Dangote Cement. This is the second tax credit certificate the Federal Inland Revenue Service (FIRS) will be issuing to Dangote for the Lokoja Obanaja Kaba Road construction. 9.5 billion naira tax credit certificate had earlier in 2019 been awarded to Dangote Cement PLC for the Lokoja Obanaja Kaba Road. He said government came to that reasoning that if we could encourage local investors to do the needful and of course under an agreement with some due monitoring and approvals, then some of the monies they would have accrued back to the government as tax they would have paid. He added it would be in the interest of the government that other investors, business entrepreneurs, and companies take advantage of this key initiative such that Nigeria can develop faster than the government would have done alone. He prayed that we are hoping that this arrangement will be taken to another level. We are also believing that this will spur other business players out there to come and take advantage of it. Issuing tax credit certificate was made possible by Executive Order 07 of 219 signed by President Muhammad Buhari, which is about road infrastructure tax credit. What that entails is that companies are encouraged to develop infrastructure around them as long as it will enhance their delivery, their business, not to take over the responsibility of the government because it will ultimately impact on the immediate environment the government is supposed to take care of. Responding on behalf of Dangote Cement PLC, Mr. Ahmed Marshall, Group Executive Director, Government and Stakeholders Relations, said it is true that the responsibility of providing public services and public facilities like roads and electricity and so on is that of the state, but in today's modern state, it is not possible to encompasses every service that the public requests, even if the state had the funds. He stated that to do it at the same time, within the time that is that the public require is often not possible. And I think it is this kind of thing that has generated the need for the state to encourage private sectors to participate in this process. While it remains the responsibility of state, the ability of private sectors to also contribute their quota in terms of capacity to execute becomes a huge advantage. And it is because of it that when the opportunity was offered by His Excellency Mr. President through this EO07, we jump at the opportunity. Well, that is what we are all talking about. It is a welcoming development to see the federal government encouraging such a man. I think when a man has done well and you come up with an issue and you support him, I think that man will do well and the man will try to do more. So it's a welcoming development. So this is the kind of thing we are looking up to the government to do. Because in a nation where there are no companies for people to work, what do you expect? You will expect criminalities of different kinds. Now, it is an eyesore today that Dangote companies were the only companies in Nigeria that is encouraging people. Of course, he has employed many workers into his company. That is good. Due to the encouragement that the government is giving to him. But I want to speak here that it is not only Dangote that had company in Nigeria. We have some companies that are in Nigeria which are not, receive such an encouragement. That is why sometimes we call it settlement and tribalism. So I want federal government to look into other tribes who has companies, who are running companies in Nigeria and encourage them too. Because if you encourage them, they will do more. I believe that Dangote company came up to it's coming up gradually because there are people that are pushing him from the grassroots, especially the government. So let them push other people from the grassroots. As the saying going, I want also to encourage the federal government. The cement produced in this country is too cost. How can you buy a bag of cement for 4,000 naira? Yet Dangote is taking the opportunity of the natural resources we have in Nigeria to produce its cement. So it is too cost. Let government dialogue with him and cut down the cost of the cement, because an ordinary people cannot build house. I want to also say here that Dangote company should not be only the one to be encouraged, because you people has been encouraging him. Remember, we are living in a country of over 180 million people, where you find people that are languishing in one trouble or the other, of which government never encouraged them. So it is my prayer and my counsel to the government to encourage people just as the way they did to Dangote. Now, many reactions are in Twitter and Facebook saying, is it only Dangote that is a man in Nigeria? Didn't we have other people in Nigeria? You see, people begin to take it for settlement and tribalism. So let government begin to welcome what is good. And again, for what is going on in our country, I want the government to try as much as possible to bring it to an end before it escalates anything. Even Dangote that is striving today, if there are war and problem in this country, the company can no longer operate. So let government do something before it will turn into something else.